Combat trainers and attack aircraft often have serious issues fighting other aircraft. Planes like the A-10, the Su-25, the Alpha Jet TH, or the AMX Ghibli have much lower speeds than fighters at their respective BRs. However, attack aircraft have a number of advantages that allow them to stay effective even in such challenging situations. The main asset for most attackers in air combat is their excellent suspended armament. Many of them can use infrared-guided missiles with all-aspect capability, such as the AIM-9L and M, the R-73, or the MAA-1. These munitions are much more effective than AAMs found on fighters at these battle ratings. Still, these missiles are best used at close range, so you'll need to make your enemy get closer if you want to land successful hits. Thankfully, here's where the second advantage of combat trainers and attackers comes into play, meaning their maneuverability, or more precisely, their small turn radius at low speeds. For instance, the Thunderbolt II can sustain long turns on par with any supersonic fighter. Well, unless an experienced enemy uses their speed advantage and tries to quit the dogfight. But that's exactly when the attack aircraft can deliver a nice hit. If you launch an infrared missile at a fleeing enemy at short range, you have very good chances. We also recommend doing the same when a fighter is using energy attacks against you. Perform a dodging maneuver, and once the threat is gone, turn your nose towards the offender and send a parting gift right after them. Another important point for CAS planes is frontal attacks. If you're facing an enemy in one, wait until the distance is around 1.5 kilometers before launching your missile. This way, you leave the enemy almost no time for flares or dodging, while the missile has just enough time to find its target. If you have no missiles left or your enemy pre-flares, you can use your cannons. Cannons are extra effective on CAS aircraft. The A-10 or the Su-25, for instance, seldom need more than a single hit on the enemy. If you suspend a few extra gun pods, you can turn these planes into flying artillery batteries. Besides, such planes usually have good armor, which further improves their chances in frontal attacks. Well, enough with the theory. Let's do some practice. Our team's fighters start the battle by dashing way ahead, which leaves us with two options. Here's scenario 1. We can destroy ground vehicles and wait for the enemy aircraft to attack us. If they ignore us, there's a good chance we'll achieve a score victory in this battle. If the fighters do arrive, our main focus is to spot the first attack. We need to survive it, force close combat upon the enemy, and use all the advantages of our aircraft. Scenario 2 is taking active part in air combat. We spawn and follow a group of fighters while flying closer to the ground. Our low altitude will help us dodge radar homing missiles. We'll sneak up on those enemy planes that are occupied fighting our allies and deliver surprise hits. If the enemy loses speed while dogfighting, they're almost sitting ducks. So, that's all the tips we have for you today. Do you have any of your own? Share them in the comments. And see you in our next video.